someone, which we later found out was a group called Salt Typhoon that has backing from the Chinese government, was embedded into the telecom infrastructure. AT&T, Verizon, large companies were saying that they were embedded, and it was going to cost millions of dollars to eject them. And it wasn't just that they were embedded, it was where they were embedded. And this is when we first found out that Salt Typhoon had specifically targeted some of the ALEC legal interception database stuff. Basically, where the law enforcement companies can come in and talk to a telecom provider and essentially kind of pull information from cell phone records. Yeah, those systems were the ones that were impacted. And we heard stories about presidential candidates and legislative candidates having their phones basically tapped, having metadata pulled off of them, phone call records, and all kinds of stuff. It was absolutely embarrassing. But I would say it probably wasn't as embarrassing as the fact that we still don't have any idea what they got. We've seen the FCC has released guidelines saying that you're going to have to start auditing and proving that your systems are secure and that you have a security plan in place. My new favorite mentor, fan of life, Ron Wyden, senator from Oregon, was like, no, that's not good enough. We're going to pass laws that say that you have to do this minimum and you have to buy this equipment. And honestly, the companies are even asking whether or not they can afford to replace this without government assistance, because we're talking about billions of dollars of infrastructure that's going to have to be replaced and secured because someone managed to get in and to quote Jesse Ventura from Predator, they're dug in like an Alabama tick. They're not coming out without a massive campaign to eject them, and the damage is already done. Because if they've been burrowed in there for months during a U.S. presidential campaign, we don't know what they have. And we won't know until it is the dramatically appropriate moment to release it to the rest of the system. And then the real chips are going to start falling. So in one case, you've got Snowflake not having control over MFA. And in another, you have too much control for, the Kalea, not ALEC, Kalea systems and telecoms. And it got so bad that the FBI was literally telling people that they needed to download programs like Signal to do encrypted communications because they can't trust the network anymore. Y'all remember Signal, the program the FBI said was insecure because they couldn't tap into it? Yeah, that's how bad it got. The FBI basically said that we're going to tell you to do something that we wholeheartedly agree is wrong, because we can't promise you that what you've been doing that we have access to hasn't been compromised beyond all hope of recovery. So yeah, expect more Salt Typhoon stories throughout 2025. Maybe a little pepper to go with it, because this is going to get spicy, kids.